Assalamu alaikum, all that are having to tune in today in this surprise episode, including for myself. I want to begin with, um, Surah Fatiha, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Um, I am beginning with the opening surah in the name of Allah, the most gracious and most merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. You alone do we worship, you alone do we ask for help. Show us the straight path, the path of those who have gained your favor, not the path of those who have gained your anger, nor the path of those who have gone astray. May Allah accept. So, this surprise episode was actually inspired by a few things. It's been an intention for a while. One, to clarify a past episode that is MIA with my dear sister Subhana Wahaj. Alhamdulillah, she's doing well. Her book is still making its sales. If you wanted to purchase a copy, definitely look up Finding Myself in Egypt. We had a great interview, alhamdulillah. It just so happens that the DMC is going through some issues behind the scenes, just technical things. So, Allah bless them for recording us, and inshallah, they will continue to put out good things, and in the future, Being Pie Mind will as well. But that's part of the reason that I'm having this episode, is just to offer some closing thoughts. Inshallah, I will be taking a year out to study, inshallah, Islamic studies. And while that is still always, up in the air in terms of what Allah, determines, as of now, that is what the intention is. And I am likely to be a bit MIA from this show because of that. That being said, there were a few notes on some of the previous episodes that I wanted to make sure that I included, inshallah. And the biggest thing with regards to the second episode, where I interviewed Brother Nail, we had a really great conversation. Alhamdulillah, there was a lot talked about. But some of the really important things, like operationalizing in terms of definitions and things like that, really seem to be off. And I just wanted to clarify that when we do these episodes, and just like anything we put out, it's not done from a high horse as if to say, this is the way. This is more so just where I'm at and where this brother Nail is at, and you can take the good and you can also take the bad and learn from both, right? So that's just us helping. We're all like the hope is for us to all learn and grow together, because people don't relate to perfection. People don't relate to, people. I mean, they can, alhamdulillah, they really can. If that is what the Most High, permits, that they really can. But generally speaking, I know myself, I like to see people that look like me. I like to see people that, may not be, like, they may be spiritually and also physically, materially younger, and hear from them. So, inshallah, I know that it's not all bad. Like, we both have our, we don't claim expertise or knowledge beyond bachelor's degrees. And that is something that is continually expanding, and so we're not stagnant in that. But that's just the intention behind it. So I acknowledge that there were quite a few things, like after I'm looking, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this, that, missing, but it is the way it's supposed to be. And that was just kind of a little bit of an asterisk to those episodes, because I definitely noticed some gaps. That being said, as well, thinking about the interview with the sister with Empowered DNs, that too, I noticed, there are some things here and there. You always see afterwards, you're always growing, so you see yourself, you look back and you're like, wow, this is, you might be a little bit horrified even. But it was definitely some good stuff, and I'm really grateful for all the people that have been on thus far. We look forward to, inshallah, by Allah, putting out a lot more, and any changes that might be coming, be it to the name, be it to the content, but ultimately we are looking for upward mobility. So that positive, upward, growth focused direction, not going this way we're going this way in terms of how we're, doing, and what you guys are getting from the Prep Mind. So this is a lot of words for not goodbye, but see you later. I am so grateful and so appreciative of everyone who is so in love so far. I pray for your success and Tawfiq in everything you do. I know that, it may be minimal, but, anything that you can wean from this episode is not from me. It's from something beyond me. And that too, I'm grateful for. So ultimately, this is something that is going to, continue. And, just be patient, inshallah. Make du'as for me as well. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I am currently, I'm currently getting ready for, some real big changes. And I'm, alhamdulillah, like feeling myself having to really, really look beyond the surface of things, because, make a lot of dua, like asking for, things. And then when I get them, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what the answer is, but, when I thought about it, I'm like, wow, this really makes a lot of sense. So I would just, one final insight that I would want to impart is just, don't ever see things, especially your emotions, as one dimensional. You know, there's a quote by Khalil Gibran, joy is sorrow unmasked. So ultimately, even in the bitterest of bitter moments, there's still sweetness. There's still mercy. It's still a reminder, right? Ultimately, we're seeking not to please ourselves and feel comfortable and all this stuff. For me personally, I'm seeking to get proximity, guidance, and getting proximity to my purpose, our purpose, the Most High. So, yeah, that's basically what it boils down to. And it might not look pretty, it might not be in a like package bowl. It might have a lot of like fluff around it, fitna, aka fitna. But ultimately, you got to get to the meat up. You got to get to the bone. You got to hold tight to that. And ultimately, inshallah, if Allah wills, it will be a beautiful thing. And you may not even understand it now, but you just have to trust. So, that's my final inspiration. Hopefully you could take something from this, and kisses. Assalamu alaikum. I'm glad that this episode was under 10 minutes. Hopefully we will have many more like this. And closing out, subhanaka rabbika izzati yasifun wa salamun mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Allah transcends far beyond anything we just talked about. And all praises due to him. Assalamu alaikum.